Welcome to CosmoReady's video production of State Board Highlighting with Foil task. The proctor will read the following instructions. You will perform highlighting with foil, virgin application. You will place 4 foils on top of the head from the hairline to the apex. You will apply simulated highlighting product from upper edge of foils to hair ends. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 15 minutes to complete this task. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. You may begin. So you'll begin to set up your highlighting supplies, and when you do this, one of the things to consider is making your foils easy to grab. So setting them up and separating them right away is a good idea. Remember that once your supplies are all set up, your supply bag should go in the trash before you get started with your service. So we are going to start here by putting our hair lightener in the bowl. I'm using a spatula to remove that, and then putting the lid back on what I'm not using, and that can just stay right at your station. Something else to consider is when you are applying your product that you have it set up in the right position for you. So move any items around so that it's going to be easier for you to apply your foils. And then we're sectioning in the front at the hairline, and we'll work back toward the apex. Here we're weaving out our section that's going to be placed into the foil. And when I grab my foil, I'm going to fold my edge under, and that's going to help me put my comb in there and slide it right nice and tight under that strand that I just weaved out. Apply product to the hair, make sure it's secure, and then place your hand under it so you can apply it to the rest of the strand. You have plenty of product on there, but not so much that it's going to leak out. So when you fold your foil, make sure that the edge folds all the way up to the top and it's even. And then when you lift it, that little flap you can use to tighten that foil down. Crease with your comb to tuck your sides in, and you have one foil done. Now, if you notice that there's product leaking out of your foil and you don't have supplies out, sanitize your hands before you go into your universal kit. Get a piece of cotton, and then you can remove it from that foil, which is what I'll be doing here. So I have my cotton. I'm going to clean up the little bit of product that's there, and then that goes in the garbage. Hands get sanitized. And we move on. Continue until all 4 foils are in. Here I am on the last foil. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of clipping the one section that's a little bouncy out of the way into the previous foil without disturbing its placement, and then weaving out and adding that little bit of hair to the clip to stay out of my way while I finish up. Now that my foils are complete, I'm going to take a look and just make sure that there's nothing leaking. And I'm also going to move the hair and the foils out of my client's face. And by doing that, I'm not disturbing the foils, and I'm just moving her hair to the sides. When you are all done, you're going to clean up all your supplies. Anything disposable would go in the trash. Tools and implements would go in your to be disinfected bag. When you are all done, step back to indicate you have finished. We'd like to give a special thank you to Tony Poshepny for recording today's lesson. State Board Highlighting with Foil Virgin Application has been a CosmoReady video production.